Gemini. I just realized how much red plaid I just am sitting in right now, and it just looks ridiculous. But this is what I wanted to do. And I just happen to be wearing red plaid already, so red and black are the most protective colors in the world. Better believe. All right. Just in case anybody was wondering, the powers of red and black. You're strong. I'm babysitting a kitty for the weekend. He's hiding under my bed. He won't come out. His name is Handsome. And I'm going to see if he comes out when I do this reading. Here we go. Sun, moon, rising. Okay. So, basically what I'm getting here is I think you have accumulated some type of, I just heard genie. So, you picked up some type of like wonderful energy, okay? With this security card, okay? In certain dimensions, even in this dimension, we have security guards. Like, we need security guards everywhere, right? Like, when the crowd gets out of control, people need to be able to get control of shit again, right? So you've picked up this security guard, okay, who has who they came up as is Dana Scully. Okay, so they literally came up as a secret special agent. Okay, and you know, Scully, if you watch the X-Files, Scully is all about facts. You know, like, if you can't rationalize it with her, if there isn't something that is concrete and explainable, then, you know, Scully's kind of at a loss of words, right? She sees everything in science, and she also needs specific evidence so she can produce that evidence, right? Like, she can't protect something if she doesn't know everything that's happened around the situation, because she's a police officer, right? She's just a doctor as well. So, but she's a cop. She's an FBI agent, right? Sometimes, I don't know, maybe I forget it too, right? Because she's mainly used for her doctorate skills, right? Like, she's the one that does the autopsies. She's the one that does the lab work. You know, she's the one that's trying to rationalize everything. So along your travels, this security guard picked up that you have this connection on you, and it is hurting you. Okay. Somebody is putting you under disease. Okay. And they're not allowing you to leave it because they hate you so much that they want you to kind of like slowly suffer and die. Okay. This person has been talking awfully about you. Okay, and what they're trying to do is they're speaking awfully about you, so then they're hoping that people won't talk to you. Okay, that people will hate you and not be your friend, and like, people are so easily influenced by those around them, right? So they're trying to get the people around them to hate you as much as possible. And this has been a gradual incline of bullshit. Okay, so this has been like, I just heard 2 or 3 years of them just gradually mentioning your name and throwing something in there, and then it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. And that's how any backstabbing starts, right? It starts off small, and then it eventually escalates, right? Depending on how much you and this person continue to fight, okay, in real life. So it's like, this energy vampire was planning on trying to get you to leave somewhere. Haul it and forget it really quick. I don't know if you make like rash decisions sometimes, and you are quick decisions, right? This person was hoping that they could get you sick really quick, and then you would go. But you wouldn't want to go because it's not time to go. You're supposed to stay somewhere, and they were trying to get you to leave. They were trying to get you to get sick, so you had to leave. Because they just, being an energy vampire, this person constantly needs to be filled up. They constantly need to feel the fuel that other people give to them. It's not even, other people don't even give them anything. They're just taking it. And this bouncer ain't dealing with no shit no more with these people. Like, this is a sign. So, okay, so I was trying to pick up the energy for the health and safety card. So it's a sign if your health has been kind of horrible in the last little while. If this is a sign. Somebody was really trying to get you to let go of your life. Okay. Especially if you were like suicidal, or if you just had no care for life. Very irresponsible, right? Putting yourself in situations that are dangerous, so then you would die. Possibly, I'm getting like kidney disease or liver disease, something like that, turning somebody into an alcoholic, so then their body would break down on them, so then they would die. Like, somebody really wanted you to die. Wow. That's why the gradual incline of bullshit started with these backstabbers, because this person was just determined. This is gossiping. Yeah, so energy definitely suggests that we're going in the right direction, okay, with these gossiping backstabbers, okay? They were told to do something, even though I think they knew it was like perfect timing to throw you under the bus. Like, something happened and it was like perfect timing, and it was such a bad thing to do. It was such awful timing on your behalf. It was such an awful thing to do that this person and these people would do these things. Okay? Whoever this energy vampire is, okay, I feel like they are somebody that, let's get their energy for one, because I'm pretty sure I'm on the right path with this idiot. But I feel like they're like the cool guy, like everybody hangs out with them. They're like Mr. Coolster. Like, why wouldn't we want to hang out with this guy? Clearly you're the one that fucked around with him because he's awesome. Like, oh God, look at how he's coming up. This guy's a fucking fool. He's coming up the Knight of, what is that? Knight of Swords in reverse. So he's a fucking liar. And the Six of Pentacles in reverse. He's a thief. He steals. He's not equal. He's not balanced. And that's the thing is I'm getting like my sister's ex-husband kind of like everybody thinks he is so generous. And because, he pays these people by the $20 an hour cash or some shit like that. Right. And he's Mr. Coolster. He grows weed. He's so cool. Oh, everybody loves Dan. He's so cool. He's a Mr. Coolster. Right. His name is Daniel Alexander Earl. If you want to look him up and throw some hate on him, you're more than welcome to do so. Okay. You have my permission. It's like, and this guy, this Dan, oh my God, I got the scoop on him last night. Oh yeah. He's really loved by the town, eh? Not so. I knew that motherfucker was hated the first day I met him. He's an ignorant little bastard. He's a fucking mommy's boy that won't fucking work for himself. But because he's got money, people think he works hard, but he doesn't. He's fucking playing people. He's using people is what he's doing. He owns this like tattoo shop and it's like a barber shop and it's a skate shop and it's like so cool. It's like an East City. It's like awesome. Like everybody goes there. Like only the cool people though. Like if you're not cool, you can't go. He owns like a candy store. Oh, it said the raddest candies. He owns a fucking dispensary. He's so cool. It's called Two Giants. I'm too giant for this world. Like, hey, this guy's a fucking idiot. He's an energy vampire. He just steals everybody else's ideas. And then he thinks he's fucking awesome. Then I got the scoop on his fucking baby mama. Some fucking South End Oshawa trash that just wants his money. I'm like, oh, but you bankrupted my sister and you ended up with a piece of trash because you're trash. Like what goes around comes around. Like you want to use people. You want to make it seem like you're so fair when you're a fucking lying sack of shit. Like, this person just lied. They just made up bullshit. And that's all Dan did with my sister, was just make up lies. Just tell bullshit lies. She didn't want to work. This guy actually asked me last night if my sister was working. And I'm like, no, she's actually like, she's fucking trying to find a job. She's gone for like 3 interviews. My landlord has busted his ass trying to get her a job. And like her husband, her ex-husband, this guy took her out of her career as a dental hygienist assistant. Okay. And over the last 10 years, she's been trying, because he was wanting to grow weed because he was the cool guy. He put her in some fucking botany fucking school. So then she would learn about plants so she would help the business, and then just abandoned her. And then fucking barely got her out of her fucking her debt that he accumulated by killing her son. And like, I mean, because the list goes on and on and on. Like what this guy did to her, and we had to tell a good fucking nice long story to somebody about the real fucking truth behind this motherfucker. Like, I don't know what you've heard, but now I do know what's been said, right? Like this whole time, it's been 2 or 3 years. This shit's just been circulating in this little fucking awesome town that I want to be a part of, but everybody just wants to hate people because they think if they hate you, then you'll just go away. And I already went away and I almost didn't come back. So I'm not ever going to do that again. And it's just like, to know that somebody can have that much of an influence on other people because what you grew up together, I don't give a shit. It doesn't mean this person's not an awful person. Then he's walking around telling all these bullshit stories that my sister doesn't want to work, and she's some barren housewife that fucking just wants to sit on her ass and do nothing. She went to school. How can you go around saying that about somebody? Oh, because he wanted to steal from her. So by making up bullshit lies and bullshit stories, I think their marriage, like he accumulated a lot. Like their divorce should have been about $500,000, like with everything split in half. And he hired the lawyers. He fucking paid for everything because she didn't have any money because she was in school. And his lawyer like double winked at her to be like, are you sure you want to sign this? Because all he gave her was $40,000 to get her out of debt. So she went to zero. And he left with 2 houses, okay? 2 houses that were worth over $300,000, plus the weed business, plus the candy shack, plus he had a dollar store, plus he had some fucking tattoo shop. And he left my sister at 0. My sister was with him for over 10 years. He accumulated everything in the marriage. And somehow I feel like if she actually got a lawyer right now, like if I somehow just got money, okay, and it just fell out of the sky, and I could hire a lawyer, I honestly think that I'm pretty sure I could run him into the ground for what he did. Like, because it's all paperwork, it's all fucking written down. Yeah, okay, she signed it, but she was also under some fucking psychosis of him because he brainwashed her. Like, if she saw a shrink, she'd be fucking medically insane right now, especially with what he put her through. My family just fucking walked away from us because he had money, and everybody just said that Courtney fucked around and that Courtney did this and she left a fucking good man and blah, blah, blah. She didn't do anything. She even tried to get back with him. He was already living and banging some other bitch. She stayed like loyal. Like, I just, when you break it down, like when you're fucked up, okay, and things are happening around you, people are siphoning off your energy, but you're fucked in the head, you can't see what other people are doing to you, and they know you're fucked in the head, so then they fuck around with you even more because they know you're not paying attention, because you can't see the red flags because they're blocking you from your own red flags. Right? Like, when shit like this happens, like, I'm pretty sure there's laws and there's things that are around that don't allow that to happen. Yes, okay, it can get pushed through 3D, because 3D, this whole thing is a simulation. This whole thing is a test. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to be a piece of shit? Are you going to be equal and fucking fair? Right? With the things around you. Like, how are you going to treat things? How do you treat the fucking plants around you? How do you treat the animals around you? How do you treat anything around you? Because that's the real fucking test. It ain't about how much you can fucking kill somebody, how much you can siphon somebody's energy. That's not what we're being judged off of. And if that's the shit that you're doing, then that's just like, that's the shit that people is doing to you. Do you know, like, please understand that these people have to be held accountable for these actions, right? They wouldn't be coming up in this channel if somebody didn't go ding, 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 ding. Hello, I'm the bouncer. Okay. I can see, what you're doing. And, I, by law, am allowed to tell you to leave and never fucking come back. I even have the right to tell people to leave and never come back. So why wouldn't you have the right to tell people to leave and never come back? Especially motherfuckers who hate you, who are putting your life in danger, who are connecting to you so then they can siphon off of you and then go tell everybody a bunch of backstabbing bullshit stories about how you're a fucking asshole and a loser when really they're the ones that have done everything to you, or they wouldn't be spreading fucking gossip about you. Like, I tell it straight. You want to know something about it? I'll fucking tell you. I don't care. I just fucking told you a story right there. Do you think it's fake? Then you think it's fucking fake. You think I made something up? Then you're my father who says that I make up everything. I don't lie. I wouldn't be doing tarot if I wasn't going to lie. Right? And like, that's like, you believe it or you don't believe it. And that comes with everybody. That could come with a fucking, and any artist that spews about their life. Like, people are either going to believe you or they're not. You're either going to be, one of those fucking people that lie about everything and think that if they tell the world that they have a fucking some type of awful life, that they're going to sell albums. And there's people that actually lived through it that will never fucking tell people. Like, everything is so different, right? Everything is so different. I seriously ran out of breath with that message. Oh, I was wondering. Oh, look at how it ends, though. Okay, so there's a little bit on the bottom of the deck that's going to help with this message, okay? So what it is, it's about some type of family dynamic that went very wrong for somebody, okay? It went very wrong. And they were able to unbalance somebody. They were able to pull, like if you had, those little balancers that like construction workers use and shit, they have like the little, water in the middle so you can see when it's level. It's almost like somebody took your level away and they were like, try to figure out how to temperament yourself now, bitch. Like, and it was so like, oh God, like you gotta understand sometimes, like when people hate you, that hate even goes into reverse, because it's like, it can get like when you like, please, like, watch when you say that when you hate something, because hate is the end of the line. Okay. Like, you want to say you hate something, please. Like, what is it that you hate? Right? Because my thing that I hate, are pedophiles. Okay. Those are what I hate. Please don't just hate your ex-boyfriend. because they cheated on you and they left you and walked away. It's life. It happens. It's shitty and you learn from it. But to hate, right? People are stupid. They make mistakes. That person can come back to you in 5 years and be like, I was the biggest piece of shit to you and I am so sorry. And you could be like, well, I hated you pretty bad. Like, I guess I really shouldn't have, right? Like, if you just think that somebody feels a certain way, so then you react, that's not being balanced, right? So it's like somebody took your level away from yourself. So that hot and cold wasn't able to be determined properly, okay? And that's why they put this queen into reverse who couldn't leave. Okay. And that's like kind of like what I said about my sister. Like, he took her money, he took her credentials, and then he took her confidence. And she couldn't leave. Even when he left, she chased him. And even though she didn't want him, but she had nothing. She had no credit. She had no family. She had nothing. She had me. And that was it. And then he turned on me and blamed their marriage for, like, their marriage faults and the things that broke them up all onto me, because my sister couldn't walk away from him. So she came and leaned on me. And I'm the one that takes care of her now. I'm the one that pays her bills. I'm the one that makes sure she's okay. I'm the one that she calls when her fucking car breaks down. I'm the one that she calls if somebody's fucking with her. I'm the one that's there for her, because he made it impossible for her to leave him. Like, what do you do when somebody has been completely brainwashed into somebody and they know no other life? Right? So, as the continued story unfolds, we have the lovers in reverse, okay, with the high priestess in reverse, with the 7 of swords in reverse, okay? So it's like somebody was lied to, okay? Their high priestess wasn't activated, which means you couldn't get the information on this person like you needed to, because they took the channel away. So you didn't know which channel to turn on in order to hear what this person was secretly doing to you, right? All mind manipulation, all, how am I going to be able to fuck with this person today? How am I going to be able to fucking, ruin their life because they didn't fucking want to be with me, or because they walked away from me, or because they broke the connection with me? How am I going to be able to fuck them up? That's so violent, right? Like, you can't, like people can't take actions away from other people. Like, you can't force people to stay with you. You can't force people to love you. You can't force people to hang out. You can't force people to stay in a marriage. You can't force people, and I think that's why so many people have kids. So then they can start forcing them to do shit. They can start controlling the shit out of them because they have absolutely no control of their own life. Right? Like, these lovers were in reverse, and that love went in reverse. And then somebody didn't know how to tell themselves because the level was turned off, right? And then the 7 of swords comes in reverse because this person was able to steal so much, but now that theft has to come back, right? That has to come back around again, because what was taken to begin with it was pure theft. This person can't justify it because it wasn't right. It's not like any court is ever going to be able to find them not guilty. They're guilty of the crime, okay? And I just saw people come out of this building, and I have never seen that door open before. And I have sat here many times, and that door has never opened. So let me tell you, a door has opened. Okay, this bouncer opened this door and they got this motherfucker out of there, which you thought would never be able to happen. Okay, because this person, what they're doing and how they're hiding being such an asshole to you, you didn't realize it. You had to get somebody else, had to be the spiritual police that came in to see, because this motherfucker is so backwards, they're so fake, they're such a liar in real life, that spirit has to do the work in other dimensions, because there is this one dimension where you cannot lie. Okay, then there's this other dimension where you can appear different. You're allowed to like wear whose ever body you want or whose ever face you want. There's another dimension that I've seen that is all, it's all like a test. And you'd have these like displays set up of these perfect case scenarios. And then underneath the scenario would say, this is a simulation. Please lift up the curtain to see what's really going on. Nobody lifts up the curtain because nobody wants to see what's really going on, because everybody just wants to believe the bullshit that's in front of them. Right. And I think that that's what happened with this person, or you, right? They didn't give you the ability to lift the veil up. So how are you going to be able to know if this thing is full of shit? They're lying to you. They're telling you one thing and you know the truth, but they took the level away so you can't get the truth to you. So you end up doing the opposite of what you would end up really doing because you can't connect because of what this person's done. So I have a feeling that this reading's coming in because the sun has come out. Okay, so like I said, somebody has taken notice, right? And that's kind of what you have to wait for. You know, it's like the wrongfully accused sitting in jail waiting for their appeal. Like sometimes there is nothing you can do. You just have to sit and wait until you can clear your name. Right? Until you can clear the energy, until you can come face to face with the asshole, until you can fucking meet the devil, fight the monster, right? Sometimes you need to just get back to your senses, right? Let the sun come back out again. The sun does so much healing. So like maybe you went away on a vacation recently, or maybe you had really nice weather and you were just able to be out in the sun, and the sun might have done something to you. It might have been able to charge your I just heard central nervous system. So it's like, you know, your nerves, sometimes nerves are actually on the surface of people's skin. And not only that, but they are just below your skin and on your skin. Nerves are everywhere, or you wouldn't be able to feel, right? So it's almost like somebody was like rebooted by the sun. You know, it's like they activated themselves again, and they activated something that was so dormant within them that they didn't think that they were going to be able to activate it again because of whatever this person did. But the bodyguard came in, and then the evidence was revealed, and thus giving you back your life. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. The kitty didn't come out. He's only like 8 months old too, like, so he's still a baby. I bought him all these toys for his 2-day stay. Oh my gosh, look at what just came out. That was actually not that bad. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this as a tablecloth. It's already driving me crazy. Whoa, look what fell out. The frickin' Tower card, okay, got pulled with this motherfucker that's been lying. Like that Knight of Swords came out again in reverse. Like, look at that spy, that bouncer, or Scully herself, right? Fucking telling on this person. Hey, you know, like, oh, this person got told on big time, and they are going to have to pay that price. And it's all fun and games until you have to pay the piper, you know, like, and that's, I try to say, you want to borrow something, it's all fine, but I would suggest you make it yourself, because if you borrow something, you have to give it back. And if you don't, you're an asshole. And eventually someone's going to come back for what they own, what you owe them. So thank you for watching, and take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, like I always say, thanks to all the new subscribers, and thanks to all the newness that is this channel. If you want to join me over on TikTok, you go right ahead. Tarot in the Void. Obviously, I kept it real. I kept it the same, so nobody would get confused. And yeah, if you want personal reading, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. If not, just enjoy it. And yeah, that's it. That's it for readings today. I am off the clock. I hope you are too.